Hey there, welcome to the channel. So it has been 3 months since my last video, and I thought it was time to explain myself. So today, let's go over where I've been and where I'm going. I'm Jamie with SavorySaver. I share gluten-free recipes, tips, tricks, and resources to make your gluten-free lifestyle easier. So please consider hitting subscribe, and let's get started. All right guys, more relaxed video today, talking head video. We're not doing any cooking today. We'll get to more on that in a second. I'm outside while the weather is relatively cool. It's about 75 here right now, about 9:30, quarter of 10 in the morning. And last week was actually cool for us. This week things are warming up again, but right now it's nice. The lighting's half decent, except for the reflection of my bald head, so that's why the hat's on. Got my coffee, got a notepad, so hopefully I go over what I want to go over. So let's just dive into where I've been the last 3 months. So for the past year or so, a little over a year, I have been doing content creation for products and services. So I started getting into that and actually have been really busy with that and learning how to do that. And it's pulled me away from this channel some. Not what I was looking to do. I was looking to be better balanced with my time, and I'm not great at that. So I've been doing more of that and less of this. I've kind of pulled my reins in a little bit on all of that stuff and tightened things down a little bit. And I'm now doing some things differently with that because I'm not stopping it, but I am bringing in a little more control over it. So I'm hoping that's going to create some more balance so I can also focus over here as much or a little more as the product stuff. I do have 2 YouTube channels. I have this one and that other one. That other channel is not related to this, so that's why I don't kind of share them back and forth. You can search probably if you want and find it, but I'm not going to go over that here unless I think it's warranted at some point. You guys are here to see the gluten-free stuff. Other than that, life is just busy, and I've said on the channel before, I'm not good as a planner. I'm not good with checklists. I can follow them, but writing them, every time I think I want to do it, I don't do it. We laugh about meal plans in the house. I tell Tara I should plan meals, and then I don't. And then I don't know what's for dinner until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So those are things I'm working on, because ultimately, if I do better at that, I can bring you guys more content. So I haven't gone anywhere. I've just been busy and learning how to go through doing multiple things at once. Tara graciously allows me to stay at home and do this. I do try to do this as my contribution to the income and would like it to grow even more, and I'm just working at how to do that. So I haven't gone anywhere. I just haven't been present with you guys. So let's now talk about where I'm going. I really do want to do more with this channel, and one thing I get stuck in is because if you're a YouTube creator like I am, we watch all this other stuff on what other YouTube creators are doing, and sometimes it gets really overwhelming because ultimately we're all different and not everything that one person does works for the other in regards to anything. And on YouTube, that refers to if I'm doing long form video, which is what we call the horizontal ones that you're watching now, or if I do short form, which are vertical, that's what TikTok only does. So we have those types of videos. We have people that only do recipes. We have people that only do cooking hacks. We have all of that. And my place in it is I try to share gluten-free stuff with you, whether it be obviously gluten-free or hidden gluten-free or converting to gluten-free. With that, we also are a blended family. I don't eat gluten-free all the time. Tara is gluten-free because of a strong intolerance that is not celiac. I'm not gluten-free at all, so our household is very different than a celiac household that probably doesn't allow gluten in the house in any form. Or maybe, you know, a couple family members are gluten intolerant like us, here, and then it's a blended household where the rules are different. We try to keep everything gluten-free for Tara. There are things that are not certified gluten-free that she eats. Cheerios always are a topic on the blogs and Facebook and all those other places, and it drives me nuts. You guys, I've told you before, we eat Cheerios in the house, we eat oats in this house, we do not verify that they are gluten-free all the time. And that is because Tara does not react to those, but lots of people do. So my channel and the situation here is different than your situation is. So let's go over what I'd like to do with the channel going forward, because I don't really want to necessarily change a lot, but there are going to be some changes, and I don't think they're bad. I do want to start bringing you more videos again. 1 to 2 videos a week, horizontal, is what I would like to do. So hopefully it'll be 1 to 2 recipes a week minimum. It may start off again as 1 a week, and then we'll get to that 2 a week or more or whatever. And I say minimum because I always have thought about doing multiple recipes in a video. I love watching a video of some of the YouTube followers that I watch, and they do 3 slow cooker videos all at once, all as one thing. So you have multiple recipes you can pick from if you're cooking that week. I have a hard time with that due to the way I do my editing on my phone and the way I do my filming right now. Hopefully that will all change in the future, but for now, sometimes those videos are hard. And I try to decide if it's better for me to do 3 and find out how to lump them together, or whatever the recipe numbers are, or if I just do 1 at a time for you guys, and then just maybe I drop them once a week, or maybe I do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever the case is. So I'm trying to work on that a little bit more. So this is an audience participation video. So as I'm talking, drop those comments below on what you guys want to see, because I'm not always good at knowing what you guys want, because I'm a boy and we sometimes we don't pay attention. So leave those comments below on what types of videos you guys want. The next thing is YouTube Shorts. I'm not a huge fan of shorts, but on my end of YouTube, I can see some of them are doing really well right now for some reason. Not really sure why. So I do think that shorts have a place. They are not for everyone. I don't watch a ton of them myself. But I do think for videos that I would like to do for shorts, I think they would work good for gluten-free foods that I find that I want to share with you guys, or snacks that Tara has found at the store and that she's just tried. I would like to provide you guys with that information and where to get it, but I don't think it needs a long-form video like this. So we may start doing short videos that I just do a product for you guys on what we found in the store. Or I might show an ingredient and how I'm using it, or go over what that ingredient does, because we always have questions on different flours and, xanthan gum and psyllium husk and all that stuff. And I don't think we need full videos on that unless I'm going over a bunch of products at once. So we may do some shorts on that. I think that the shorts are going to be good for things like cooking hacks, products, as I stated. They may be good for some quick recipes, or maybe I do a separate video for a regular recipe that I've done before, just in a short form. But full, highly detailed recipes are going to be done in long form from what you usually see now from me. On your TV, the shorts will still pop up, so if you watch me on TV as opposed to your phone or your laptop or whatever, those will show up there. And if not, jump on your phone, look at it there. Along with the shorts is one thing I've been kind of dabbling in, is QR codes. YouTube does not allow us to put links in the descriptions of short videos, but I can put a QR code in there to direct you guys to places. So you may see a QR code pop up in horizontal videos and short videos, and if it does, you can open up your phone, scan that QR code, and it will take you to whatever it is I'm discussing. If it's a product, it'll take you to where you can get that product, or it may be another website if I do some of that with where you can get the recipe. I don't know, I haven't done a whole lot of that yet. We'll see if that works. If you don't know how to use a QR code, leave me a comment when you're watching the video and I will try to help you through it. I do try to answer all my comments if I can, to the best of my ability. So let's talk comments for a minute. I do try to answer them all. Within a few days, sometimes up to a week, but I do sit down and go through my comments and answer them. Some of you, we go back and forth in the comments as a conversation. There's probably 10 of you that will, when I have regular videos, you guys message me and we go back and forth. So I like doing that and I want to keep doing that. As you know, along with all the good comments that you guys give, I also get some that I actually will go research for someone. Someone asked for a recipe recently and I don't remember what kind it was, but I actually went and searched a couple recipes that may work for them and I dropped it in the comments to them. It's important for you guys to be able to find good information, so if I can help you with that information, I'm going to. I tend to be pretty good at searching in Google, so you know, so sometimes the questions that come across may not be totally relevant, but I'm going to try to answer them. Any comments I don't like, because we all know there are negative comments whenever we look at anything as far as YouTube or any of the other social media sites. I tend to answer those at my discretion. I tend to answer those professionally when I can, and if they're just terrible and mean and nasty and not what I want to see, then sometimes I do delete them. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't expect everyone to love the recipe that I put up. I don't expect everyone to have the same experience with the recipe that I put up. So I do try to answer the comments to address those issues, good and bad. Long form videos, or the horizontal style that you watch on the TV, as well as on the computer lots of times, those type videos are going to remain the same. They will be cooking videos. They will be full demo. I will edit where I can. I don't necessarily think you need to see me chopping something, but we do need to see, you know, mixing of bread and how many times I mixed it, stirring each time. We do, you know, those videos will tend to be a little longer. I also, again, want to go into recipe groups of things where I do multiple recipes. Tara and I discussed maybe doing some videos about how we eat through the week or how I cook something through the week, because with a joint household like this, you know, sometimes I cook 2 different pastas at the same time, gluten-free for her and gluten for me. And I just want to show you guys how we handle that here to help those of you that may need help handling it in your house if you're doing a, you know, blended household like that. We had a conversation about pasta last week in the house that lots of times I eat gluten-free pasta if we're having it for dinner because I don't want to cook it 2 different ways. But then there's times that I will cook pasta for me because it's a sauce we're just mixing together, and I'll cook pasta for her and we'll do hers in, you know, multiple batches, because gluten-free pasta likes to break up. And I can make macaroni and throw it in the fridge and it's good for, you know, 3 or 4 days, even on reheats. So we may do some videos like that. I don't necessarily want to do a vlog video per se, but we've been talking about maybe going through a week, or a few days, or even a weekend or whatever, and just what I eat every meal and what she eats every meal. I'm home most of the week working, so I eat very differently from her, not only in what I have available as opposed to her being at work, but also if I grab gluten or not. So we may do some of that. Some of those style videos will allow me to put more content, is what I'm hoping, because a short video doesn't take me that long to film and edit and get to you guys, as opposed to a bread video that took me 4 hours to make because of getting everything together, making that bread, letting it rise, letting it cool. Those are type things that I have to work on this end to get to you, because the editing takes a lot of time and I do everything myself. So fully transparent with you, I mean, it can take me, if I nonstop start to finish worked on a bread video, it could take me from 8 in the morning until later that night to do everything and have it ready to go up. And I tend not to work that way. So those are things I'm trying to figure out. I have learned that bread videos need to be started first thing in the morning because they have to cool and I need pictures before Tara's coming in the house at dinner. So I just want to give you guys some transparency at how things work when you're a content creator. Another thing I'm really thinking about doing, and I definitely want you to leave your comments on this, is sponsored videos. Now, if you watch YouTube videos on the regular, I do have ads in the videos, but I do not have sponsors. And my hope is that sponsors will start reaching out. I may start reaching out to some of them, but I would like to have sponsors on some of the videos because it does allow me to continue to do this. I'm not sure how that's going to look yet. I would like to do it as integrated, and what that means is you guys will be watching a video and I might be using an appliance that someone has sent to me, and I'll tell you about the appliance. And if you choose to go look at the appliance, then you do, and if you don't, then you don't. I do want it to be very natural. I mean, we're not going to be doing a video here on the new lawnmower I got, because obviously that has nothing to do with gluten-free cooking, and it has nothing to do with gluten-free anything else other than grass is gluten-free, depending on what kind it is, I'm sure. So we're looking at doing some of that. As far as, I would like to get into some products and services that may be beneficial for you to at least look at. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see when it gets there. You will know when it gets there because it will show up on the screen, or I will work it into the video. And the great thing about watching a video on YouTube is you can jump ahead. So if it's integrated and I'm doing a 2-minute talk on something and you don't want to listen to it, then you can keep moving to the next part of the recipe, which is amazing. So we're going to look at doing some of that. Some people are going to be okay with that. Some people are not. But we'll see how that goes when we get to that point. Not there yet, but I do just want to give a little bit of warning that that may be coming. We'll see. So I feel like I've done some rambling, which I knew I was going to do. So I think I've gone over pretty much everything I wanted to. I do plan on this video being edited some to take out my rambling and to maybe just make sure everything's grouped together appropriately with what part of YouTube I'm talking about. I do want to get back to cooking. There may be a couple short videos just to get myself started and to get myself in the habit of videos. So we'll see what that looks like. And I'm not going anywhere. I want to continue to grow. I'm sitting right now, guys, at around 13,000 something, I think. No, 16,000. See, I don't even know. Anyway, a lot of you watch me and I appreciate it. And I would love for a lot more of you to see me, and so we can learn together. I will probably be critical sometimes of things. I'm on this big kick right now where I'm in the Facebook groups and watching what people comment back and forth with. And one thing I want you guys to do is empower yourself to look for your own information. I do not like when I see a post on Facebook that says, is this gluten-free? I feel that everyone is different, and relying on someone you don't know necessarily to tell you that Cheerios are safe or unsafe is not always the best answer. It's important to do your own research. It's important to do what's best for you and your family. So everyone is so different. My pizza crust video that uses cocoa flour, I get so many comments on people that celiac can use it and celiac that can't, and gluten-free that can and gluten-free that can't. You always have to do what's best for you and what works for you. So always keep that in the back of your mind when you're reading posts like that on any of the social media sites on gluten-free products, gluten-free recipes. Where can you eat? You know your body better than anyone else, so by all means make sure that when you're reading those type answers and questions and thinking about those questions, that you're always thinking about your best interest first. Again, that goes back to the we eat Cheerios in this house, we eat oats. Tara doesn't have issues. And when she does have issues to any product, I always start rattling it off on what ingredients I used in that recipe, and if anything was certified gluten-free, was not, does it contain gluten ingredients, and then we go from there on if we're going to do it again. So always use your best judgment. I will help you to the best I can as far as what I know, and I always try to provide the information that I know as I see it looks. But again, you are your best defense against getting glutened or having any reactions or anything like that. Some of my celiac viewers are very good with providing quality information on their experience with recipes that I post and products that I mention that I'm using. So sometimes go through those comments and see. I've got some really good viewers that put really good information, as well as recipe experiences, because if you bake gluten-free, you know I feel it comes out different every time I do it. So we have that kind of stuff going on too. But I've rambled enough. I want to thank you guys so much if you made it this far in the video. This is not my usual, and I don't think that I plan on it being a usual video because I'm not in the kitchen. And that's where I like connecting with you guys and chatting with you guys. And as you can see, I say a lot when I'm just trying to talk. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to try to get this video out in the next 24 to 48 hours. So we'll see when that happens. Right now it's Monday, and it is the 11th of August. So when this video drops, let's see how many days it took me. I do have a few things I have to do before I can look at editing this video. And I hope to see you in the kitchen. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Those that have been with me since, my first 100 viewers and subscribers to where I am now and where I'm going to go. So that's where I've been. This is where we're going, hopefully together. And I will see you in the next video.